Honorary professor of Tokyo University and medical professor Takeshi Yoro said if he realized problems in his body, he will not see the data of his body, but he just tried to listen to the voice of his body. However, he said it is not possible for anybody. Cancer screening rate in Japan is around 20 to 30%, and according to the questionnaire about why Japanese people don't receive cancer screening researched by Cabinet Office in Japan, the greatest number of reason about this question is like don't have time to go to see a doctor. And this type of answer accounted for 30% of total answers. However, as a matter of fact, cancer screening can be done just before a meeting, which means people don't need to take whole day off from work. Takeshi Yoro said that the reason why I recommend people to receive cancer screening is that many of early stage cancer can be recovered, but there is no subjective symptoms in this. So in contrast, many of cancer that is found after a patient realizes subjective symptoms is a kind of advanced cancer, which is really difficult to be recovered. And the second largest reason is I don't feel the necessity of cancer screening because I have really strong confidence on my health, which is about 29%. Early stage cancer gives you no subjective symptoms. So if you know what early stage cancer is, this type of answer is nonsense to the above question. And the third reason is like I can go to hospital and medical institution whenever I go, which is about 23.7%. It is the same of others. If you know what early stage cancer is, it is no reason not to receive cancer screening. The fourth largest reason is like medical expenses big enough to be a burden to my family budget, which is about 15.9%. But mostly people with this type of answer don't know that they can receive a cancer screening provided by municipality at low price. The fifth largest reason is if I'm found out I have serious cancer disease in my body, I'm really, really scared. So I don't really want to know what kind of disease I have. So which is about 11.7%. It never makes sense anyway. However, I often heard a story of people who didn't really want to go to see a doctor in spite of feeling really sick because they are really scared knowing what disease they have. So people with this type of answer seem dislike doctor or go to a hospital. If people with this above answers have correct knowledge of medical care, they don't answer like this. So what we can realize from Japanese people's consciousness towards medical care is that Japanese people's low healthy literacy. Commonly, people with low medical and health literacy have few medical knowledge and don't receive cancer screening and don't receive preventive inoculation, so they hardly realize the disease symptoms beforehand, and mortality rate is going to be really, really high. According to the consciousness investigation on country-by-country comparison of health literacy, average score of health literacy by country is about 50. And Netherlands has 37.1, which is the top score, and the highest score country in Asian country area is Taiwan, which is marked 34.4. In contrast, Japan has marked the lowest score, which is about 25.3 in Asia, whose score was much lower than that in Myanmar and Vietnam. If people have a certain medical literacy and health literacy, people will pay close attention to the change of their body condition. In other words, having high health high health literacy enables us to listen to the voice of our body. In contrast, having low medical literacy and having low health literacy makes us build emotional wall that prevent us from listening to the voice of our body. And some people put the cart before the horse, and like they don't want to go to see a doctor, and they don't want to go to hospital because they are found out because they are really scared knowing what the disease they have, so they just hesitate to be found out what disease they have in the hospital. So currently, 1 in 2 men or 1 in 3 women in Japan said to get some cancer, and cancer is a disease related to aging. So the older you get, the higher possibility you have to get cancer in the future. At the same time, the number of young people who get cancer has increased these days. It is said that more than 1 million Japanese people will newly get cancer every year, and 3% of this number of people is working generation from 20 years old and 64 years old. And cancer mobility in this generation has increased by 90,000 for 10 years since the year of 2000. As one of the reasons of increase of the young generation who get cancer, cases like cancer is found accidentally while receiving other disease symptoms and health check are thought to increase. There is 5-year survival rate, which tells us 5-year-old cancer since the start of treatment is looked as fully recovered, but 5-year survival rate of cancer is 68% of the whole. So if cancer is found in an early stage, this number will raise up 95%. So the cancer is not a disease that leads perfectly to death.